welcome back to my channel. Today starts Wedding Wednesday and I'm super excited about this little series that I'm going to do for y'all. I got married nearly 2 years ago. I did not have my channel yet, so I did not get the opportunity to share that process with y'all. I'm going to make videos over the next several weeks and just share some wedding inspiration and wedding tips. Today is episode 1 of my Wedding Wednesday series, and I am sharing 5 things that I would do differently on my wedding day. And first, I want to say that my wedding day was absolutely perfect. These are not major details. These are just things that are in the back of your mind 2 years later that you wish you had thought about sooner. So I'm sharing these details with y'all today in hopes that it will help you on your big day. These are tips that will help you whether your wedding is next week or next year. So, and if you're not engaged, please share this with a friend, coworker, or family member who is engaged. Maybe these tips will help them and they will help you on your future wedding day, even if your date is not set yet. Number 1, I am very sad that I do not have photos with Lily on our wedding day. And she's sitting right under me right now, of course. I do have engagement photos with her, and she was part of our proposal. So I have a lot of great special photos with her, but I'm very sad that I do not have photos with her in my wedding dress. That was just me trying to simplify the day, I think. My parents lived 25 to 30 minutes from our venue, and I did not want her there all day, getting underfoot, running outside and getting lost. And I didn't want to have to worry about how she was going to get back to their house. So we just left her at home that day. But I would encourage you to get a friend or family member to be in charge of your dog that day if you want your pet to be part of your wedding photos but don't want them there all day long. You could take your dog with you and then get someone to take them home for you, or you could get someone to go get them, bring them for 30 minutes or an hour, and then take them back home so that you know they're at home and you don't have to worry about them. Number 2, I wish that we had finished taking photos a little earlier so that I would have had more downtime to relax and regroup before the ceremony started. We finished photos with our extended family like 20 minutes before our ceremony started. And as we were finishing photos, you could see guests start to arrive and go over to our ceremony site. And it just made me feel very anxious and nervous, just kind of rushed. So I wish we had started taking photos maybe a little sooner and finished maybe like an hour or 45 minutes before the ceremony, so that I would have had 30 to 45 minutes in the dressing room to honestly take my dress off, put my robe back on, and just kind of sit there and get my hair and makeup touched up. I only had about 10 minutes to spare, and then we had to line up and go over to the ceremony, and it just felt very rushed. I was in my dress from like 12 until that night, and it was just a lot. I wish I would have had a little more time to like take my dress off at least once during the day. Number 3 is that I wish Ethan and I would have taken like 15 minutes at the beginning of the reception and have someone like take a plate to the dressing room for us and us just kind of sit in there together and eat. I feel like we had like 10 minutes to eat, and we literally both took like 3 bites, and then we had to rush to cut the cake, and then we had to rush and do our first dance. So during that first 10 or 15 minutes, your guest will be getting seated, getting their food, getting their drinks, and they won't miss that y'all are not there. So I suggest taking time to yourselves and really eating before you come back out to the reception. Number 4, I wish we had had more time to talk to guests during dinner, and that kind of goes along with number 3. I wish that we had gone to a back room and had dinner, just the 2 of us, and then come out, cut the cake, and then have time to mingle and speak to guests before doing our first dances. A lot of people, especially older guests and things like that, they will come to the ceremony and eat dinner and have cake and then watch your first dance, and they might decide that they want to leave after that because they're not interested in dancing or doing any of the party stuff. So I wish we had had more time to mingle with those guests before we started like our dance part of the reception. And number 5 is something that we had thought about but we just didn't execute, and that is getting someone to make to-go plates for you and the groom. So like I said, we had like 3 bites of dinner, and the only cake we had was the little piece that we cut and fed to each other for pictures and video footage. So we actually did not have our cake until our 1-year anniversary. And we had to-go boxes, and one of our wedding favors was that guests could take a slice of cake home in these cute little boxes with cute little personalized stickers on them, but we ended up not getting any of it. So designate someone to make a dinner plate and a cake plate for you and the groom to take with you, whether you're going home or going to a hotel, or if you're going to the airport, just eat it on the way. But you really want to at least get some of the food and cake that you have planned to have and picked out and paid for. Ethan and I actually ended up ordering pizza when we got to our hotel room after the wedding. Thank you so much for watching episode 1 of my Wedding Wednesday series. I hope that this video helps you or helps someone that you know who's getting married. I'm so excited to share these videos with y'all every Wednesday for the next month or so. Comment below and let me know if you have any specific wedding questions or anything wedding related that you want me to touch on in any of my future videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.